Hi everyone, my name is Wen Hui and I'm from PISMP June 2020 intake, Year 4, TESL student from Institute of Teacher Education, Temenggung Ibrahim. So now I'm going to present my project based on the application of trilogical learning model. The name of this project is Digital To-Do List, which is also named as Checkoff. So Checkoff is a well-designed digital to-do list through adaptation of Google Keep, which aim to help students stay on track with their learning while teachers keep track of their learning. It is similar to to-do lists. However, this product contains other interesting features that will increase the engagement between students and teachers, such as shared space, real-time data tracking, and a reward system. This will indirectly prepare students for the future self-learning, and it is practiced when engaging with the product. This product also motivates students to complete the activities listed for the day or even weeks, as it contains a reward system. Hence, it allows students to create a sense of pride and achievement when they successfully completed their assigned tasks. Google Keep has served as a tool that provides flexibility when developing the artifacts, as it can be applied in different subjects without requiring the users to learn specific programming instructions, as aligned to one of the design principles in trilogical model. So if you look at the background, okay, in recent years, Google Keep has proven not only function as a virtual note-taking app, but also a great tool for managing tasks through its checklist feature. According to Darby, Google Keep can be used as a virtual to-do list maker to declutter unaccomplished tasks in our minds, be it a student or an adult or maybe a busy person. Romero states that Keep is so accessible that it allows data to seen across other Google apps in our account. And one of the example is when the reminders that we create in Keep app will also appear in our Google Calendar. The inspiration of this product's name is through its function and aim to resolve the issue faced by the students and the teachers in the classroom setting. So Checkoff is formed from the combinations of to-do list and the app of Google Keep. As students complete the task or project that has been assigned, they will simply check off by ticking the column of the checklist. This name also reminds them that to check their completed tasks and also to keep them motivated by making them feel a sense of accomplishment when they are being rewarded with smiling coins, and I will explain that later. So by using Checkoff, students can have a better understanding on the task for the week, take responsibility for their learning by becoming organized, as well as stay motivated by checking off items and later being rewarded. Students who gain extrinsic reward will then be committed to completing all the tasks as aligned with incentive theory of motivation. According to Ahmad, incentives are essential for motivating primary students and boosting their performance. While paper checklists may have been the traditional method for managing daily tasks, this digital checklist, Checkoff, offers several benefits, including improved accuracy, real-time data tracking, and most importantly, saving time for both students and teachers. Okay, now let's go into what are the main issues. So the main issues is that checking on all learning progress is a necessity, but is also an overwhelming task. According to Aziz, teachers are constantly making frantic efforts to allocate time for their students in an overloaded curriculum driven by data, thereby diminishing the quality of their engagement with them. As a result, teacher might not be able to identify each and everyone in the classroom, whether or not they have completed their assigned homework or have read the required materials and mentioned in the class due to documentation burden. Time is needlessly squandered when checking each student's homework, especially given that each subject only allows for a maximum of 1 hour of teaching and learning per day in Malaysian education system. Hence, teacher cannot fulfill each student's needs and interests when dealing with diverse learners. Okay, besides, motivating students to complete their homework assignments plays a vital role in determining whether their academic results has achieved based on the guidelines. So, several researchers had stressed the importance of homework in enhancing students' academic achievements and their self-regulatory learning. However, it is found that students fail to complete their homework with a range of reasons, and these may be due to reasons such as unsure about the topic, does not see homework as beneficial to learning, distractions from social media, and other factors, which leads to regularly making excuses about homework or late submissions. When students lack the drive to complete their schoolwork, employing a positive reinforcement can serve as a means to inspire and incentivize them to finish their tasks, and this is when Checkoff comes in place. Okay, now let's proceed to the objective of creating these Checkoff. So one of the objectives is to create an organized and productive learning environment for teachers and students. It is also known as to establish opportunities for personal growth through motivation when they are being rewarded and the like. Okay, now let's take a look at what is the impact towards the teaching and learning session. So, okay, so Checkoff allows students can have better understanding on the task for the week. So they can easily accessible to all students as well as teachers to keep track of the list of activities that should be completed on that day, or even have an insight into the task assigned in that week through visual cues and details. So in the first page, okay, let me show you through here. So this is one of the prototype, and as you can see, all of the notes are actually displayed in the first page, so you can easily see and have a better understanding through these visual cues given. So you can easily see what are the homeworks that you have done or have not been done, have checked off or have not checked off through this main page. Okay, I will further explain to you the other features in Google Keep. So one of the impact is to let students to better understanding the tasks assigned through looking at this displayed at like a quick display, a quick notes, as it has a very clear and organized display in the first main page. Okay, another impacts towards students is also that students are able to take responsibility for their learning by becoming organized. They learn to prioritize tasks and manage their time to complete within the stipulated time. For example, they break down their complex tasks down into a smaller parts for easier understanding and time saving when they check off each of the activities they have done in one of the notes. Okay, not only that, students will also stay motivated by checking off items completed and later being rewarded. Being rewarded means that they have a reward system being given by the teacher. So in here, the teacher will put smiley face, and the amount of smiley face is to determine whether they have completed the task or not. So they are able to use the total amount of smiley face to get the rewards from teacher physically. Okay. So, okay, other than, this, it is also easily accessible for students as well and teachers. By here, I mean that they can download Google Keep apps from Play Store or App Store and access it from computer, phone, or even tablet. And no charges is required when downloading or when you access to the websites. The data in Keep can be synced with other Google account, as Keep is also one of the Google account, and they can share their and most importantly, they can share their notes with others by adding collaborators so that teachers can keep track of student process. And by here, I mean collaborators is here. So you can see there's these collaborator icons. When you press it, it allows you to add any collaborators that you want and you want to share with. So from here, teacher can easily know, have the students completed the subject, the homework that I have given according to the subject, or parents can also keep track of students' learning. And there we create a community, a shared space where all community collaborates. And this is aligned to the trialogical learning model. Okay, now let's see about the product description. Okay, so here I'm going to show you step by step on how it is being used. Okay, first of all, if you don't have a Google account, or whether or not you have Google account or you can have other account, you can first create a Google account or use an existing school or organization account, which I bet every student have it right now. And it is very easy to just create an account because it helps you to access to different Google Classroom and to other Google account. And you need to log in, of course. And other than that, you need to create a to-do list is just simply by selecting the new list. And what I mean new list is here. Here is the new list. So here is the new list. You just need to check, enter, and then, or a list shared by a teachers or peers, you can just access from there. And before that, you need to brainstorm and list out everything that you need to do so that it's easier for you to organize which subject has what homework. And after that, you need to create a separate list for different subjects according to due date. It's either weekly, monthly, or daily, according to their workflow or level of priority. You see, this is how I categorize them. I classify them into different colors. So it's easier for me to look at which subject has what homework. And you can also use labels. For example, I'm using a personal and schoolwork labels. Personal labels can be labels such as daily checklists, what you do for yourself, and also what homework you have for your tuitions. So this is very, very convenient because you can just swipe across these labels to see a better view of what homework or tasks you have left. Okay, they also provide, like, you need to set a reminder, of course, because every homework has a due date. It is important to set a reminder and it will pops out notification for you. Okay, and the notifications, you can also see it with the Google calendars, which helps you to really keep track of your homework. Okay, another interesting features is, of course, to share notes with the collaborators. So teachers or parents or your peers can look at your notes and to see, oh, I have this homework and I forgot to list down, and I can see that, oh, you have listed down, and I can, complete the homeworks from there. Okay. And check off tasks once complete. Okay, while teachers are well aware of their progress. So from here, okay, check off task that has been completed is, teachers are able to reward when students have handed in their homework, before a due date or tick off all their tasks for consecutive weeks. They are rewarded with smiling coins, from what I've mentioned just now. And after they accumulate their their smiling coins, they are able to use the coins to exchange gifts with their teachers, which helps them to keep them more motivated when they wanted to complete their homeworks. Okay, so at here, I also list down the teachers' roles. So what do teachers do? So teachers can write according their notes in a more clear way through writing the verbs first, and includes a deadline and annotate with pictures or create a voice note so that some of the students can understand it, or if there are a lot of details, you can just listen to the voice note. And it is also like teacher can also break the big work into a smaller task, so it's like it's not really uh, like stressing out the students. And of course, teachers should reward them with the smiling coins. And the benefits of using it has a lot. First of all, it's like cost effective because it's free of charge, and it can be used, after school. It's very flexible and functional because you can use after school or during the school if you have a device. So regardless whether you're using a desktop or a mobile version. And most importantly, it's collaborative. You can share your note file with other collaborators just by typing their Google account. Okay, now we'll see how it does it apply to trialogical learning framework. So the concept of trialogical learning approach consists of three metaphors: acquisition metaphor, participation metaphor, and knowledge creation metaphor. It is like contains, so clear way to describe. It is how individual entities and later externalized through social collaboration in a learning community, and then collaborative develop a shared objects and produce learning artifacts, which is this Checkoff. Okay, so in this study, the digital to-do list, which is the Checkoff, is the object that has developed a general pedagogical approach called trialogical learning, representing the knowledge creation metaphor of learning. It also follows one of the 6 design principles in Google Keep, and the design principles that I follow is the number 6, providing flexible tools for developing artifacts and practices. So this Google Keep has served as a platform that provides flexibility for developing the artifacts, as it can be applied in different subjects without requiring the users to learn a specific programming instructions. Okay, first of all, we can see at the monological explores the acknowledge as an individual's mind property of characteristic. So an individual is a basic unit of knowing, and learning is an agent process. In this study, the metaphor is based on the issues of documentation burden by the teachers and manual to-do lists and the need of interactive tools to complete the homework assigned. So the way we draft our plans and frames the problems by highlighting the challenges in traditional setting sets the context for finding an innovative solution. Okay, further on is the dialogical. So dialogical examines the growing up process to innovate the solution to function according to its norm. The participatory perspectives occur a shift of all members from a peripheral to a full participation. It is an aspect of making a solution and taking innovative elements into account which focus the participation view on the outcomes. So we receive feedback through comment section. For example, I received feedback from the change of the title, any possible problems in the future, and suggest and improve solutions to leverage the effectiveness of this product and impacts towards the stakeholders. Okay, last but not least, it is through this third knowledge creation, trilogical, and it is to overcome the acquisition and participation approaches to the development of innovative inquiry through new ideas, tools, and practices to support intelligence actions to enrich the products or outcomes. So in here, how I relate it is that the collaborators features indicated that not only teachers and students, but also the parents, the community, are able to engage in a shared note for different subjects. And this helps to promote a self-learning and productivity among students, whereas teachers can benefit from saving time and energy through checking each and every student's homework online or whenever when they're free, rather using their class hours. It is also a free tool and it's reusable. So Google Keep is used as a note sharings for different subject areas and other personal purposes in which fulfill the central aim of trilogical learning, which is to produce a reusable knowledge, artifacts, and practices. Okay, now this is the prototype of the Google Keep, which I've shown you. Here are some of the interesting features that I found. It's very useful and effective for students who wanted to check off their homework. Includes these labels, setting reminders, collaboration between other collaborators, and this reward system, as I've mentioned. Okay, so in conclusion, this study aims to claim its novelty of the trilogical learning approach model on designing a digital checklist to keep track of students' learning. Within the framework, system is designed with the adaptation of Google Keep to maximize the benefits of community roles and on learning and productivity. The use of Google Keep as a platform is flexible for other subject teachers without requiring them to download and learn specific programming instructions. Overall, this study aspires to serve as a point of reference for utilizing the trilogical learning model for teachers when designing their pedagogical course. So that's all from me. Hope you enjoyed this project that I've shared to you. It is called Checkoff. Thank you.